Hey guys, we got a lot to talk about today. We got Bitcoin ETF news. We got BT's voice message in the Telegram. We got variable rates for futures to talk about. So we're going to get into all that today. What's up guys, this is DeFi Jay here, and thank you for watching the video. Really happy to have you guys here. We're going to be talking about some of the big news that got dropped actually just about an hour ago, but the Bitcoin ETF just got approved. And so they've launched 11 separate ETFs, and that's super exciting. And you know, when I think about how long I've been in crypto since 2017, just thinking about this moment is super, just incredibly bullish. And, you know, it's not that I never thought it would happen, but it's such a game changer, guys. And BT actually talked about this in his voice message that we're going to be talking about in a little bit. But what this really does is it makes it so that so many more people are going to be able to just gain exposure to Bitcoin as an asset class. And they're not going to have to go through the struggle of getting a wallet and having to send the Bitcoin to the proper address and dealing with transaction times and things like that. Now, look, I'm a nerd. I love that stuff. Like, I love that in crypto. I love being able to, you know, hold your own keys and custody your Bitcoin and custody your crypto yourself. But I also know that when it comes to the average individual, they don't want to do that. You know, when you're talking about someone with a retirement portfolio, they don't want to buy a hardware wallet. They want to allocate in their Fidelity account, their Roth IRA, and just say, hey, I want to allocate just a very small portion of my portfolio to Bitcoin. And that's going to be possible. And it's not just the regular people that have these retirement accounts, but it's also the massive hedge funds. You know, they all of a sudden have access to a new asset class that is regulated by the SEC, and they don't have to worry about any shenanigans happening. It's gotten their stamp of approval. They're going to be able to click a very small button and say, I want to reallocate our portfolio, our billions of dollars that we manage, and I want to go conservatively, maybe 0.25 of a percentage point into Bitcoin. And they're going to be able to do that, you know, and we're not going to see the effects of this now, but later down the line, months, 6 months to a year, you're going to see volumes like we've never seen before. It's exciting. So hope you guys are excited. I am. And ironically, BT actually talked about this in his most recent voice message. This is the second thing I want to talk to you guys about. So in the Telegram group, BT gave about a 50-minute voice message. And what I thought I would do today is just kind of go through the voice message and just kind of summarize some of the main points that he talked about. Because I actually thought the things he said were actually really good and really good to consider. So one of the first things that he talked about when he was talking about, you know, that he's excited. He's excited. We've reached some major milestones. You know, we have upgraded futures into the variable rate. And by the way, we're going to be talking about the variable rate at the end of this video. You know, NFTs are locked down. Elephant's locked down. You know, Treasury's in the process of having their, you know, we got the governance contracts all situated and all ready to go. But one of the big bullish indicators was this idea that the ETF is coming, that it's going to be approved. And why that is so big for Elephant is we are the third largest holder of BNB. And you better believe that as the Bitcoin ETF has been approved, that's kind of the checkoff that, hey, by the way, the bull market has started and it's here and it's ready. And Bitcoin is going to have its time in the sun. Believe it. It's coming. But what I also know from my experience in 2017, during the bull market we had then, is that people are going to get bored. They're going to get bored, and they're going to come out of Bitcoin and go into altcoins. And guess what is one of the largest altcoins in the world? BNB. And guess what? We don't have to worry about the CZ court trial because that's already been taken care of. He already has his successor in place. We're behind all the FUD with BNB. So you better believe that, in the next year or so, you're going to see BNB rising. You're going to see inflows into BNB, and it's going to be really exciting. And our NFTs are based off that price action, which is incredible. The market is about to be inflated by these ETFs. This is something that BT said. There's going to be a lot of money coming in to the crypto space, and it's US dollars. And, when you think about this, why did we get into crypto in the first place? Well, the US dollar depreciates about 7% a year, And the thing that's awesome about Elephant Money, three out of four of our products are tied to BNB, something that we expect to pump during this coming bull market. And it's for that reason the ETF's going to attract a lot of money. And this is something that's awesome about NFT holders, that people that were in NFTs have tripled their money. They got in round one, the NFTs doubled in value, and now BNB has appreciated from where it was before even higher to about a 3x. So that is something awesome to celebrate. There's been a lot of, when you look at the price of Elephant, there's been some people selling off. We had our largest holder sell. He had 8.1 trillion tokens, just an astronomical sum, And a lot of people would look at that and say, oh, well, the largest whale sold, that's really negative. Why should we be happy about that? But here's the awesome thing. This person held on since the liquidity drive event. They were a firm believer in Elephant from the beginning and held for 2 years. And the reward was that they sold during essentially a bear market and, appreciated their position to just a little bit over $2 million and made a profit like that with Elephant. That's incredible, and something that is, I don't see it more as negative, but I see it something as really impressive. And I look forward to the fact that the distribution level is going to be a lot more divided and evened out between everyone. We've really lost a lot of our big whales that we had in from the beginning. So this allows us to start building a base, and I think we're going to do great in 2024. There's about 25 trillion tokens in the LPs. And that's about what we need to pull out of the LPs in order to achieve our parabolic price action that we expect to happen once we get to about 100 trillion tokens left in the liquidity pools. And I think this year we can definitely do that. So we're really close, incredibly close. This is going to be a time for people to get into position, and I hope you guys are in position. That was one of the things that BT mentioned, is getting in position and being ready. Now, one of the things he also talked about was futures. And, I've been in the Telegram, I've been kind of paying attention, and I know that there's a lot of people that, are popping up that are talking about futures and are talking about their available changing. And that's due to one of the changes that was made with futures. Futures had to be changed. And on the one hand, I understand. I definitely empathize with people that are a little upset with how the futures rate is dropping. But on the other hand, I also understand that changes needed to be made because we had a product that's based on BUSD. And you can't keep staying in BUSD because effectively the SEC came against stablecoins in a very hard way and basically made it so that BUSD had no more liquidity that could be added to the ecosystem. And if we want to grow, we can't stay in a coin that has no opportunity to increase its liquidity. That's not going to work. So we had to go to BNB. What we're experiencing now is BNB is a coin, and it has price action. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. And that's made some people upset, and I totally get that. I'm not saying you're wrong if you feel that way, or if you're disappointed if the available is fluctuating. But, now that we look at futures and we see how it works, the new version that it's going to be, that amount is going to be variable. It's going to change. And so when people are compounding, they're going to have to make a decision. Are they happy with the yield that it's earning right now, or are they going to wait until it gets to a high place? What I'm going to do, I'm going to keep DCAing into futures like I've always done. I'm in Elephant, I'm in NFTs, and I'm also in futures. And I'd probably say I have probably a pretty large allocation of Elephant, larger than all of my other positions in the ecosystem. So, on the one hand, it's unfortunate that futures is kind of, going this way, but I totally get why. When I got into Elephant, I made a decision that I was going to make a concentrated bet. I never saw futures as, perfectly stable. I knew that the system needed to be nimble and be able to make decisions. And I recognize that those decisions have been made, and I'm okay with it. I believe that elephant money is going to do really well in the long term, and that 2024 is going to be a great time. So, these ETFs, they're going to be awesome. Futures is, here's the thing that was mentioned by BT also about futures is, it's an annuity product, and when you compare it, and we've actually done comparisons to annuity products with Fidelity. We talked about that, how the futures, as it was a superior annuity product. But here's the thing. If futures still drops to double digits in terms of the yield that it's paying out per year, it's still going to blow away any annuity product that's on the market. And I think that's really exciting. But one of the other things that was mentioned is, the fact that futures is kind of where it's at with less people depositing into it. It just kind of is a showcase of where we are at in the market cycle. With the Bitcoin ETF getting approved, the bull market's here. And futures was incredible because during a bear market, it was able to provide a great yield to the people that participated. But now that the bull market's here, people are gearing up. People are going into these other assets that they, frankly, expect to appreciate more than futures will. And so I encourage you guys, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to still keep DCAing. I still got my elephant position. I still got my NFTs. Love those things. And I'm looking forward to buying some more. So hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys enjoy 2024. We got a lot of stuff to be excited about. And hope you guys have an awesome time. This is DeFi J signing out. Have a good one, guys.